Before we start, I just wanted to let you know that if you are struggling with your French pronunciation, I am so excited to let you know that my free beginner's audio guide, 5-step roadmap to a faultless French pronunciation, is back. It is designed to simplify your French pronunciation journey and make it less overwhelming for you. So if you are a beginner starting or restarting to learn French and you want to improve your pronunciation, then this audio guide is perfect for you. And obviously, you'll get a transcript with the guide so you can follow along while you listen. Click the link inside the show notes to access it. It is free. Now on to today's episode. Bonjour à tous, hello everyone, and welcome back to the French Made Easy podcast. Today we are talking about 3 misconceptions about French pronunciation that can really slow down your progress. So if French pronunciation has ever felt overwhelming, or if you feel like it's something that you will deal with later, then this episode is for you. And these 3 misconceptions are things that I hear often from French learners, and they can really stop you from giving pronunciation the attention that it deserves. So let's clear that up today so French pronunciation can hopefully feel a little less overwhelming for you. Misconception number 1 is French pronunciation is too hard to learn. Now, of course, French has sounds that can be a little tricky to learn at first, right? They are nasal vowels that you hear in words like bon or pain or France, and those ones can be a little bit hard to learn at first. There's the famous or infamous French R. There are also sounds that just simply don't exist in English, like the U sound that you hear in words like tu or rue. So yes, French pronunciation can definitely be a little overwhelming at the beginning when you are starting on your French learning journey. But with the right approach, the right method, the right practice, and especially consistency, you can absolutely improve. I've been teaching pronunciation for years, so I've seen it firsthand with my students. And by the way, when I say consistently, that you have to practice consistently, that doesn't mean that you need to practice for hours every day, right? Even 30 minutes a week, 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a week, whatever you can do, can really make a difference over time, as long as you are, like for everything else, consistent. Think of it like learning a musical instrument, right? At first, the notes feel awkward, but with steady practice, they start to eventually sound right. The key is to practice regularly and also intentionally. So French pronunciation is not too hard. It just needs to be broken down step by step. So recap for this first misconception: French pronunciation is learnable with, I don't know if that's a word, with patience, practice, and also the right method. Misconception number 2, pronunciation isn't as important as grammar and vocabulary. I should have put this one as misconception number 1, but I hear this one all the time. So of course, vocabulary matters. You need words to speak, right? Grammar matters as well because you need to know how to put those words together. So they both matter. But pronunciation matters just as much because you also need to be understood when you speak, right? They are all equally important. You might know the right word and you might be able to build a sentence correctly. But if your pronunciation is unclear, then the French speaker listening to you may not understand what you're trying to say. That complicates conversations. Plus, when you have to repeat yourself again and again, it can really affect your confidence. So that's why pronunciation is not just a nice extra, right? It is an important part of speaking French clearly confidently and effortlessly. So recap for this second misconception. Vocabulary gives you the words, grammar helps you build the sentence, and pronunciation helps people understand you when you say something out loud in French. Misconception number 3. I need to sound like a native French speaker. So I've been talking about this for years. That one is a big no from me. And again, personal opinion, but I don't think that your goal should be to erase your accent or to sound exactly like a native speaker, right? First of all, that's putting a lot of pressure on you. And second, I actually just don't think that's necessary. Your accent is part of who you are. It is your identity. I don't think you need to erase it. As long as you are clear enough and as long as people in front of you can understand you when you're having a conversation in French, that is what matters. The goal is not perfect pronunciation. The goal is clear and understandable pronunciation. You are learning French to communicate and to connect with people, right? Not to sound like someone else. Recap for misconception number 3. You don't need to sound like a native French speaker. You want to sound clear, confident, and also to be understood by French speakers. So those were our 3 misconceptions that I believe might be holding you back. French pronunciation is too hard. Pronunciation isn't that important, and you need to sound like a native speaker. I think letting go of those 3 ideas can really change the way you approach French pronunciation and your French in general, to be honest. And if this episode helped you let go of some of the pressure around French pronunciation, because I know so many students are intimidated by it, the next step is to learn what to actually focus on first. And that's exactly what I want to show you in my free guide, 5-step roadmap to effortless French pronunciation. Inside, I'll walk you through the 5 steps that I teach my students, but also that I recommend for improving your French pronunciation step by step. You also get the transcript with the audio guide, so you can follow along while you listen. You can download the free audio guide using the link in the show notes. Merci beaucoup for listening, and I will speak to you next week. Actually, this week, because I've got another episode coming on Thursday. À bientôt. Bye. Before you go, let me ask you something. Do you feel like you kind of know French, but when it comes to actually speaking, you freeze? If that's you, I made something just for you. It's called the French Fluency Gap Guide. And inside, you'll discover the 5 fluency pillars every French learner needs. You see exactly where you're on track, where you're stuck, and what to focus on next. It's completely free and you can get it right now. You'll find the link waiting for you in the show notes.